This is the solution to the Comins Mansfield study, white to checkmate in 2 moves. Well, the key move is here. Now, in placing that bishop there, we're controlling e6, so the direct threat, checkmate. So let's just take the moves with the bishop first. Should he play anywhere down here, he's relinquished his control on f6, and that is checkmate. Should he move the bishop here, like that, then, like I've just pointed out, we have him in checkmate. Should he move to here, well, again, queen f6 comes into its own mate. And finally, with the bishop, should he play here, you'll notice that he's self-blocking on g5. So now that is one of the reasons also for playing the bishop. We can deliver checkmate, bishop e6. No problem with any of that. What about if he moves his king to his only available flight square? Well, now he's no longer next to e5. Queen e5 is mate. Very nice. So we've covered the moves with the bishop and the king. What about the rook? Well, if the rook takes there, it's no longer controlling c5, and that's mate. And that would also obtain, should he play there, that's still mate. Should he play there, that's still mate. What about, though, if he plays here? Now, in that situation, the rook can interpose on e5. So how do we deal with that? Well, we can always rely on knight e2, can't we? That's checkmate. What about if he takes the rook like that? How do we deal with that one? What's the answer to that? Well, we're back with queen c5. It's all over. He can do nothing. What about if he takes the bishop like that? That's after bishop a2, rook c1. What do we do there? How do we deal with it? Well, we have to cover g5. This is what's so magnificent about the Comins Mansfield problems. You lose a piece covering a key square, you have the piece there to recover it. And if you look at all of those squares, they're all covered one way or another. Discovered check, game over. What about as the final move? He takes the queen. How do you deal with that? Because now he's robbed you of your protection of e5, so he has a flight square there. Well, what you do now is you play to there. And if you look at that, again, as per the previous one with Comins Mansfield, you're now covering this square with the knight. The bishop covers g5, rook discovered check, bishop covers e6, everything's covered. Wonderful problem. Do watch out for the third installment in this series.